Hi, David Odell with Odell Complete Concrete. This is our first day on the job site. We have an existing wood deck with almost a crawl space underneath it. That entire wood deck is going to come out. It's a real maintenance nightmare when they're outdoors like that and you have no access underneath, just an open void for animals and critters to accumulate underneath and make nests. So that's all coming out. We're going to go solid concrete. We're going to eliminate the two-step system that you see there. We're just going to go with one step out the French door there. That'll be a 5-inch or actually a 4-inch drop there. And then we'll do one more step out here where it meets the sidewalk, and that'll be about 5.5, 6-inch step. So the nice thing about a wood deck like this is that the dirt's already been removed because it's pretty low, and they do that just to keep the timber off the ground. When it comes in contact with the dirt, it decomposes pretty quickly and rots out. So it's coming out really easily here. We're going to be doing a wood stamped concrete finish on this. The new planks we're going to be using for the stamp is 1 foot wide planks. And we're going to turn it the other direction. Instead of the planks running this direction, we'll be running the opposite way. We're going to do color concrete. We're going to use a medium gray mix-in integral color for the concrete, 3000 psi, with my world famous fiber mesh that I have available on the storefront. And we're going to be using an antique release agent. We'll be using, it's a mountain blue and it's from Brickform. The integral for the concrete base color, that's actually Davis color chart. In fact, they over excavated this so much just to keep the wood from coming in contact with the earth that we're going to actually bring some road base in here to bring it up. But we're still going to have a good 6-inch deep concrete perimeter, thickened edge all the way around. Now we've got the laser level, the DeWalt, set up there. We can establish some elevations. Setting this perimeter form up is crucial with the wood planks because they're running 1 foot wide. And you don't want to get your form on askew. It's going to be pretty obvious when you're running wood foot planks. So we got to get that perfectly parallel to the house. We'll be using a 2x6 for the outside formwork to give it a nice thickened edge. Typically I run about 4 inches, but in this case, since it's been over-X'd and we have a pretty big elevation change, we're going to use a thickened edge on it. Now that we have our elevations established, we can start bringing in some base and getting a little bit closer. So what we're doing now is we're going to drop down from that door. The French doors, we're going to come down 4 inches, and then on this far end we're just going to come up 6. So you have 4 out the door and then 6 onto the sidewalk. That's your height differential. Also, once this is all stamped out, we're going to let it cure out for about 30 days. And then we're going to put a nice lacquer-based sealer on it for a wet look. So it'll really make the two-tone pop and show the grains of the wood stamps in there. To get the grade perfectly, we're going to use a 2x4 and just rod the dirt across. It's actually it's going to be a compacted road base. It's crushed asphalt and concrete mixed up. So we're holding that rod board to the string line. The string line's at top of slab. The chalk line on the house is top of slab. So we just had to put that 2x4, top of 2x4 to top of that red line and string line. And now we have the perfect grade. Plus, even though that's 2x4, which is 3.5 inches, once we hit it with a plate compactor, you'll be sitting right at 4. It drops about a 1/2 inch at this depth. And we got to soak it real good, let the water penetrate deep into the road base, and then fire up the plate compactor. We're going to also tie some rebar in here, 3/8 rebar on 2-foot centers both directions. Here's the 2x6 going in for the step down to the existing sidewalk. We're just going to put a 2x4 on its side and drill a couple tap cons into the existing and leave about a 3/16 inch hole in the existing there once we remove them. And that can be patched with any kind of patch material. It's barely visible though. A couple blocks on top of that 2x4 that's pinned in just to help that 2x6 from leaning over. Had a few extra pieces of rebar, so we just threw them in there. There's the tap cons. And I reuse those as well. I've been reusing the same tap cons for over 5 years. So that's how it looks. That's how you want it to look before you're ready to pour. Anyway, stay tuned for part 2 because that's going to be pour day and stamp out. Thanks for watching, and make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification button. That way you'll be notified when we upload the next video. Have a good one.